So today I'll be showing you exactly how you can create the perfect thumbnail using AI, and in this context we'll be using ChatGPT since I think it is the genuine best way to create thumbnails today. Using AI, I find it's very good when you actually give it the perfect prompt, and the way that we create the perfect prompt is by simply going ahead and telling ChatGPT something like this. We say, please give the perfect prompt for a thumbnail image generation for my video, how to make the best possible thumbnails using AI. And what we did is it gave us this, and I wanted it to be something a bit more simple so it can actually understand when we put it back into a new chat. So we're going to go and take the perfect prompt that we got from ChatGPT for the video we're discussing, and we're going to paste the prompt that it gave us back into ChatGPT so it can hopefully create us the perfect image. So this will take about a minute, but we'll give it some time. So as we can see, it actually gave us a pretty good thumbnail utilizing the prompt that it gave us, and then just simply asking it to just create the thumbnail as simply as possible. But for our purposes, I would prefer that it actually had a ChatGPT logo somewhere in here. So I'm going to write to please include the ChatGPT logo somewhere. We want to have it somewhere in the image so that people understand what we're exactly using to create the thumbnails that we're creating. And it makes more sense, and it just looks more aesthetic if you have at least some logos in the image, in my opinion. But as you can see, this is a pretty professional looking thumbnail, and in comparison to, for instance, Grok or Gemini, I find that ChatGPT does the best job for image generation regarding thumbnails themselves. So we're going to give it a second to recreate it and see what we can do with it. And as we see here, it actually did exactly what we asked. We have the little logo. I would prefer it in a different position, but for the purposes of this video, it is fine. What I'd also like to do is have it actually integrate our personal logo for Tech Tip Daily. So I'm going to ask it to do that as well by inputting an actual image of our logo, and hopefully you can do it in a nice manner. This is kind of a coin toss whether it will work or not, because sometimes it really is terrible at integrating an image properly, but we're going to give it a go. And by requesting this, we can see here that it gives us the thumbnail that we can download, and we can go ahead and open it up. And, you know, it's pretty close to what we were requesting. I would rather this be in the bottom right, and this to be a little bit more to the left, perhaps. But you can go ahead and edit these things as you go along, and simply just request it to put it down or up. It doesn't really make a difference, but this gives you an idea of how nice you can get thumbnails utilizing ChatGPT. You can also alter the colors by simply requesting it to, for instance, make the text to be like red or have an overlay, but you just simply have to describe it into the prompt that we already created at the beginning, something extremely simple like this, simply like this, and then just adjust it accordingly to what it is that you want specifically. So that's about it. That's how simple it is to create amazing YouTube thumbnails or thumbnails for anything by simply utilizing ChatGPT. As I said, all you have to do is go to ChatGPT, tell it to create the perfect prompt for your video title, you know, add in a couple of extra descriptors if you like, and then maybe integrate your logo if you see fit. But that's about it, and then it'll give you a nice thumbnail like so. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.